Welcome, my friend, to this video. Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Muskoka. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what my plan is for the fall to optimize the near future to, bring myself happiness, because that's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about preaching to this channel. I think it's really important to look into every moment, every situation for the things that you enjoy and to optimize your life to include those things. So that's what I've been doing. If this is the first time you're seeing me, that's what my videos have kind of been about lately. Just kind of what I'm up to, how I'm kind of applying that message that I've been sharing to my life. The last 2 months now, I've been living here in Muskoka Lakes in Canada on Lake Rosso, working at a summer camp as a photographer, videographer, meeting all kinds of people, and taking pictures of all kinds of kids. But the question is, what am I doing next? What is the plan for my life? Am I moving back to the Midwest? Am I moving out to the West Coast? Am I staying here in Canada? The answer is I'm moving to the Oregon coast with my family who lives there. They moved there in January of this year, and I just really can't deny the play that involves no living expenses and an opportunity to pay down my debts and to really gain some agency in life. Agency, so one of the biggest things that I'm striving for in life, a key component of thriving in general in life is the ability to do what you want when you want to do it. And being in debt is one of the biggest obstacles to that. It basically, for me, means that I barely have any mobility. Like I went into more debt to work here in Canada this summer because I made so little. And what I want my life to be includes being able to be mobile, being able to, go on a whim and take a trip, being able to move my life around when I want to, and being in debt really anchors me down because you need to be in a job that gives you predictable income to be able to pay those monthly payments that you have to make. If I was debt-free, if you're watching this and you're debt-free, you know that you don't really need that much money coming in to travel if you plan smart about it and you know friends and you have places to stay and you're able to live, almost expense-free if it's the experience you're valuing over the material possessions that add up to your monthly kind of cost of living, So that's what I'm trying to move towards. And having debt is just an obstacle to that type of lifestyle. When I first moved out of Wisconsin and spent a couple weeks with my parents on the Oregon coast, I found I was really able to maximize my creative output. Granted, I wasn't working a job, which I'll just, get some random part-time job while I'm there, but I was able to, make 2 high-quality videos in like a week when I was there. And for me, for YouTube, that's been a higher than average rate of video making, and a situation where I can really maximize my creative output and make a lot of content for myself and for my YouTube channel is a situation that I want to be in, because it's not a smart thing to just bet on being a YouTuber, but it's something I want to do, obviously, and being able to make a lot of videos is the route to do that. I've been gaining subscribers. It's been looking good, Like I said, I'm not banking on this to work out. Like I'm getting a job. I've got my photo video hustle going, and I don't think it's completely unreasonable to expect my social media influence and income to grow. That's like a bet on myself that I'm making. I was thinking a coffee shop or a restaurant, or something of that nature that I've got experience in would be really cool, really chill. I've been making pour over and AirPress coffee like every day, so I think it would be cool to get into coffee like as much as I had to be into wine for my previous job, tasting and learning different kinds of coffee and how to make the best coffee. I think that'd be really cool. I've been really into that lately, so that might be fun. So paying down debt, maximizing creative output, and having no living expenses are huge, huge, huge pros to this choice that I've made. And the other thing is, because the town I'm moving to is honestly pretty small, I used to think it wasn't a huge opportunity source for my freelance career, but in talking to a couple of friends that I've made here who have been freelancing for the last couple of years, I've come to the conclusion that it might be an advantage to be in such a small market, because I can just kind of come in and be that guy that does what I want to do, you know, like social media content, photos and videos for brands that show off products and restaurants and things like that. That's kind of what I think I can do best. So I've been working to niche down into that kind of specific value proposition as my company, you know. I've changed my website around to kind of showcase only the type of work that I really want to get, which is, again, like I said, that kind of short form social media content that shows off a product or a space or a restaurant. That is also something I'm struggling with. I don't know if how I've changed my website around exactly shows that well, or if like that is even specific enough. But I've got, you know, 4 or 5 videos on my website that are kind of the style of video that I could replicate for a business. So I'm going to be going around like literally door to door, walking into these small businesses in that small town. And because it's so small, I'm assuming that, you know, these small business owners are going to be there in the store. They know the other small business owners, you know, so I'll be able to network pretty quickly and really get the word of mouth spark going. Yeah, so that's the plan for the freelance career. That's what I kind of plan on making videos about, how I'm progressing my freelance career and how I'm trying to move from the part-time job to working for myself full-time. What I've been trying to do this whole time, you know? I think that there's opportunity there for that in that small town on the West Coast, because I can be that guy. I can be the only guy that's doing what I'm doing, which is a valuable service. So that's kind of the plan. Get the debt, maybe not even paid off, but into a predictable, controllable place before I take my life elsewhere. And I think the West Coast play is the way to go. There's really something to be said also for the nature that surrounds that area. A good day in the Midwest is really beautiful. A shitty day on the West Coast, when it's, you know, raining and 40 degrees, is still really, really nice to me. I like it a lot. It doesn't get really cold in the winter. There's mountains, there's ocean, there's really, really big trees, there's places to hike. There's crazy, crazy state parks and national parks like really close to where my parents live, and I'm really, really excited for that. A necessary piece of happiness for me is a great nature situation. How I'm kind of thinking about this next chapter is, it's gonna be the part of my life that's setting up the really, really cool part of my life, you know? Once I'm out of debt and my internet and freelance career is built and better, and my just financial situation is more stable and under control, I'll be able to take my life where I want to take it. I'll be able to have that agency, and yeah, that's what I'm looking for in the next chapter. That's how it's gonna be. Thank you, my friend, for watching along, following the journey, as I say. These last couple months have gone really fast, and I'm ready to start setting up the next little chapter. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate you watching this video, especially this far into it. If you're watching until the end, appreciate you. And you know, subscribe. My next videos are gonna be about how I'm setting up my life in Oregon on the West Coast, what my plan is gonna be to get more photo video clients, to grind on that social media game. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.